There we go, recording. Well, hello, everybody. It's 10 a.m. and we have just one with us right now, but this gets recorded and people now have the option to watch later. So we're just going to go ahead and get started right on our time. I am so excited that I have my dear friend with me today, and we're laughing that, is this like a Saturday Night Live sketch? Do you remember those sketches? People try not to say anything untoward, like might happen there. But I'm Amy Swanson. I'm the director of Cashmere Yarn, and I was here yesterday. And so that recording is both on the Vogue platform and on YouTube and on our Vogue page and on our website. And if you don't know that page, that is junecashmere.com/pages/VKLive. And yeah, or you can YouTube and you'll see that recording on our, June Cashmere YouTube. And go back because we're not going to talk about anything we talked about yesterday. Because I'm excited. I have Janet, so there's lots we can talk about. We do have a couple specials to reiterate though, and that is free shipping all weekend. Normally in the US, Canada has this postal strike, so that's a no-go right now. But in the US, free shipping all weekend. So normally we have free shipping in the US at $70. So that means those 1 cane kits that you might give for gifts are shipping. We're paying the shipping. And then $100 or more, and that includes gift cards, are 10% off. So that code is Fireside, because we have a little Fireside going today. And so let's see, a couple things I forgot to talk about yesterday is that if you are doing a gift and you're doing a 1 skein kit, they normally don't come with our lovely little project bag, but if this is a gift, I would be more than happy to package your 1 skein kit in this in our little fun project bag this weekend. Yeah, so it will make just a really nice finished gift for you. And first time orders, we always include our color card. And so the color card comes with all of our colors, and if there's some new lots, I added an additional little thing showing the new lots as well. And so let's see, did I properly introduce my friend? So this is Janet. Hello. And Janet and I met in our short little stint working at a yarn shop. And that was, I don't know, how many years ago? Over 10?
13.
13?
I think it was 2011.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So
time flies.
Wow.
Because we're having fun.
Wow. I can't even, that kind of blows my mind away. So Janet has made a lot with our cashmere, and that's also something I didn't talk about yesterday. Is I talked about cashmere in general, so go back and listen to all that about cashmere, but I didn't, I maybe alluded to, but I didn't talk about our cashmere specifically and the fact that it's milled in Great Britain and what that means in terms of quality. So first of all, we send the longest, most uniform fibers to be milled, and what that does for you is when you have all kinds of lengths of fibers, that's where you can get a lot of pilling because all those ends do a lot of rubbing. So when you send your fibers are more uniform, that helps against pilling. The other thing that happens is that Great Britain has a tradition of milling cashmere for a long time, and they're really amazing at it. And our 3-ply and our 6-ply means that the cashmere is substantial. And then I'll just ask Janet some questions so it's not me talking all the time. So tell me what it's like when you knit with the yarn.
It's a lovely yarn. It's my favorite yarn.
Yeah. Are you just saying that?
No, I'm not just saying that. I'm very lucky that you started this company.
Yeah, well,
I get the benefits of that.
I didn't start it, but I am
you're right.
The yarn part.
You didn't start it. Yes, sorry, Si.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's wonderful to work with. I've recently just pulled out a sweater, and because I was not happy with how it was fitting. So it came out so nicely that I will absolutely be able to use it right back up again, so.
Yeah, my husband doesn't really like when I say it's kind of a workhorse. He said, isn't that sound like, wait a minute, luxury cashmere? Well,
Yeah.
I did say yesterday's episode that a goat only produces 4 ounces a year. And so it takes 4 to 6 goats to get enough for a sweater. And so that should be processed in a way that it will last. And so this is processed in a way that, like Janet says, I'm a new designer and so I have to knit and unknit and knit and unknit, and you can reuse the yarn, and that's the 3-ply, the fingering weight.
Right.
And the same goes with
fingering. Yeah.
Same goes with the DK. So I know that people have told me how soft it is in their hands.
So soft. Yes.
And it is very soft. However, it has not been over milled to the point that it is fuzzy, and it's not like what you're gonna
It's not
get.
that typical cashmere halo, like fuzzy cashmere. It's a gentle, smooth cashmere.
And then when you wash the first time is when it really blooms.
Absolutely.
And a real transformation.
Yeah, it's almost like cotton when you're first knitting it, but then it changes when you wash it.
Yeah, but what I will say is it's much easier on your hands than cotton, because it's
That's
some.
a good point.
Yeah, some people say that cotton can be kind of hard because cotton doesn't have much stretch, and this has more give, and
Absolutely.
yes, one of the gals in our knitting together group, which we really so I wanted to also say that I forgot yesterday is that we have a motto that says it's more than yarn, and well, it's cashmere, so it's high quality cashmere and cashmere milled to last, but it's also based on providing a secondary income to shepherds, helping them realize full value for their product that they raise through goats. It's about economic development in Kyrgyzstan. It's about when I go to the small mills, the mill for spinning and the dyer, that they are eager for the work to pay their employees. And then it's about you, the maker, and being able to offer a yarn that will give you, and we're going to get to these garments here in just a second, garments that will last you a lifetime. It makes me very, very proud. So now I went off on that tangent because we were talking about
what it feels like in the hand and how long it lasts, and because you call it a workhorse, even though that's not a great sounding word, but it is. Yeah.
So and then customer service is incredibly important to me, and you may, if you are concerned about color, I send little swatches. We have our color card that you can get. I send them free with first orders, but you can also order them ahead of time. They're $5, but you get a $5 coupon. So when you order, so you have many resources to make sure you're getting the right color and all of that. Yeah, so knitting together, community is very important, and knitting together occurs on Sundays and every other Sunday, and so that's tomorrow actually, 4 p.m. Eastern time. And you can find that if you look at the menu on your website, Knitting Together. Please join our community. And that's what I was going to tell you, is one of the gals in our community said she did her swatch. She ordered espresso DK, and she's doing a big sweater in espresso DK, and she likes to she has her own sweater design that she does. And so she did her swatches and figured out, what she wanted in terms of the stitch pattern and all that. And she said, I thought, oh, okay, this is okay. And then when we were on Knitting Together the last 2 weekends ago, she said, I started my sweater and I just have to say, oh my gosh, I love how this feels in your hand. So that is what I was going to say 10 minutes ago. Okay, so let's move on to patterns. Well, yesterday I did color work. The only color work pattern I missed is what Janet's wearing, and this is also under our garments. And
it's perfect.
Yeah, it is
it's
perfect.
Light, airy, warm, cozy.
Yeah. This is Brookside. This was designed by Taylor Harris. And when we do this color work kit, you order your main skein color, and then I create mini skeins in the colors you choose for your striping. And what Taylor did in the design, if you can, I'm gonna look, yeah, you can see it in the, like, oh, it was there and now it's gone. You can faintly see the stripes of texture, and then that's crossed with the stripes of color. And then you make one little seam here on the shoulder, and then and you wear it. So you basically you're knitting a long rectangle. And yeah, there you go. And it's just amazing to wear. So pilling, I didn't talk about pilling. I think I talked about how this, and you can see in the garments, how you get amazing stitch definition and drape from the yarn, but pilling. So this is the Nora Gone poncho. This arrived to us from the designer in 2017. I wear it, I have rubbed it and rubbed it and rubbed it, and it hasn't pilled. And so I love when we've done a lot more events this year, and we'll be doing a lot more next year. But when I go to events and I tell people this, they're just in awe, because first of all, they see it and they go, oh my gosh, that's stunning. It is stunning. Timeless pattern, timeless yarn. And anyway, so I'll talk about this one then. Sand Waves poncho under our garment kits. Designed by Nora Gone. This is also knit in a rectangle, and it looks a little daunting with all of the cables, but the pattern is easily memorizable. So it's just a memorizable pattern that every now and again, then you have to do the cable turn twists. And then that's the length of the piece, and you do buttons down the side, and the cable twist automatically gives you a buttonhole. What we discovered though is that you're kind of hanging that weight on just one strand of yarn. So we reinforce around it, just a little whip stitch around that hole for your buttonholes, and then you get to go to the button store and pick up. These are old antique buttons, but you get to pick out the buttons. And anyway, this is 10% off right now, all of these $100 or more kits. Yeah, it's exciting. The one I'm wearing is called The Wanderer, and I intended for this to be a wrap similar, where you do a seam or wear it on the shoulder, until I got knitting and I got like partway around so that I could see how the lace pattern aligned and was symmetrical in the front. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I think that's so beautiful. I am not going to put a seam in it. If you want to, you can, wear it that way and put a pin. But what you get when it's open is that you get to align that beautiful symmetry. And I think that's just gorgeous. So I have this one on all the time in my house. When I go places, you could turn it around and put this down the back, and the back is really lovely too. When you know how low I have to get, but when you get that nice in the back, and then because it's not seamed and it's one length of fabric, I will lay it on my legs like a blanket. And it was called The Wanderer because it was just out of COVID and people were starting to travel again. And so what a perfect thing for the airplane or the car, to then be able to lay on your lap for that comfort as well. So The Wanderer is under our garment kits too. And again, at $100 or more is 10% off. Okay. Why don't Janet has done a lot of hats. You want to tell your whole hat story?
Oh, wow. I've done a lot of hats because my guy likes hats. So what was the first one I made? It was the cable one you have.
Oh, it was, I think I showed it yesterday. It was Naren hat.
Naren, yes, and he loves it. But then he wanted something finer, so I went down to fingering weight and just knit him a simple ribbed black hat. which he loves and wears constantly, not just when it's cold out. He just wears it constantly. So I don't have it today because he has it on. But
So that must not be the one he shrank.
that is the one he shrank.
Uh-oh.
So it used to fold up, but now it doesn't fold up anymore because he accidentally put it in the wash. So
that takes us to the care of the Cashmere.
yes, not warm water, just cold water.
Well, I think it must have been quite hot water.
It was, well, it's possible. I don't know what
Or
he did.
even the
I truly
agitation.
did not know, right.
Or
I'm
the
sure
dryer too.
combination of the agitation and the warm water.
Did he get in the dryer too?
I don't remember if he ended up. I wasn't there.
Yeah,
when this
yeah.
happened.
Obviously.
So I
Well, what we recommend is that you just gently tepid water, hand wash,
Mhm.
soak for a little bit,
Nice. Yes.
and then drain that and then slosh it in some more,
Mhm.
coolish tepid water and rinse it, and then take a towel and roll it and squeeze it to dry and lay it flat. And that's all you need to do.
That's all you need to do.
Yeah, they don't go in the general
Not
laundry.
put them in the washing
But
machine.
also don't dry clean them, because this is like an animal fiber. It's a goat fiber, and we want it to, well, we don't want to put those chemicals on it. It's unnecessary. And you'll see lots of things that might come cashmere that say dry clean only. And in fact, the scarves that we have for sale that are ready made, woven in Great Britain, say that. And I said, why does it say dry clean only? What are you doing? And so our founder went back to the weaver and said, why'd you put that on there? And they said, so people don't destroy it.
Yeah.
So they don't throw it in the wash machine and like.
You can add your
Cat
own
boy.
little note of washing instructions.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I should do. But anyway, so that's how you care for it. Very, very simple to care for. So you also have a couple hats you brought to show. These are just your own.
The only reason I brought these is because this was my issue with striped hats. And I did this one first. These are both June cashmere. I buy a lot of June cashmere and so had some colors left, and I just thought I'll just make up some hats. And this one, my seam was tried the jogless seam.
Oh.
And I still wasn't really happy with it. So then this one, I knit this hat flat.
Oh.
And then I seamed it. And look how much better the stripes.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
yeah. So I don't know if they're close enough so you can see, but here, I'm gonna try. So that's an interesting thing. I gotta play with that some. Yeah, there's you can see the jog in the jogless still.
Mhm.
And then I have to find your
Look
seam.
for the seam on the inside.
Wow, I can't even find it on the outside. There it is. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so you can't see it at all. Well, that's amazing. So you're seeing some coal color in here, and for a little while we had coal, which some people really enjoyed, but it just did not. For most people, it's just too dark to work with. So we didn't have that done again. But awesome. Okay, I'm going to check the time. Well, we have more kits to go through. And I know if Karen is still with us, she wanted to see the Archa shawl. So Karen, I'm showing you the Archa shawl. You're welcome to unmute. And
I'm here.
Yeah. So can you see it okay?
Yes, fine. Yeah.
And
That's pretty.
Just to give you an idea, I'll put it on so you can see sort of how it fits. So this is how big it is, and it takes 2 skeins. Is that okay?
Yeah, I have the 2 skeins of pink from the pattern I just ripped out.
Yeah. We had an unhappy pattern experience, not one of ours.
No, absolutely not. Your patterns are fine.
So anyway, there it is. Is there anything else you wanted to know about it?
No, I just wanted to see it. I have several patterns that I can choose from.
That you're thinking about, yeah.
The main thing is it's charted. I just refuse to do anything without a chart.
I love charts. I love to see the visualization that you get to see. But yeah, you mentioned that you're making this for a friend?
I don't know who it's going
Oh,
to yet, but
okay.
it's going to somebody. I
Oh,
just gave
okay.
away one of my shawls that I made 4 years ago. Sometimes you don't
Wow.
know where it's going
Yeah.
until the right occasion
Yeah.
comes and then you give it away.
For sure.
Can I ask a quick question? That hat
Sure.
pattern, the hat that you just showed, is there a
yeah.
pattern for that?
There is not. It's just a very simple, I mean, I could count the stitches for you. It's just ribbing on the bottom and then some stripes and then, is this a 8?
Okay, because I don't knit in the round. It's too hard on my hand.
Oh, so you would like
Okay,
to
you know
knit it
what?
flat then.
I'll work
Yeah.
with Janet to
Yeah,
write up that
We'll
pattern.
get that to you, yeah.
And
Thank you.
we're
Because I have
making-
all those bits and pieces of your yarn because I have used so
Yes,
many of the
that'd be
colors.
awesome.
Uh-huh.
And it's fingering, isn't
It
it?
is fingering, yeah.
Yeah, mine is fall fingering. Thank you.
You're
Yeah, we'll
welcome.
write that up and as of today, we're gonna make Janet the designer she was meant to be.
Yeah,
Thank
be a designer.
you
guys are
so
amazing.
much.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
thank you for being here, Karen. Karen is a regular on our knitting together, so again, I reiterate, join us. Just some more hat patterns that we didn't get to yesterday. Yeah, this is a fun one. This is Losteen. And so this is knit in the round, but it has a fun little DK weight, one skein. Again, one of those, I don't know, let me get a little closer. If you can see that this section, it alternates sections of garter and then stockinette. So it gives it some nice texture.
Mhm.
I know. And then these fun little hats are called 2 and 3, 3 and 2. 3 and 2 hats, and you get these 3 little hats, fingering weight. Yeah, here. Fingering weight. One is ribbed, but it's ribbed in such a way that the top is really sweet. You, that little close. Yeah, see that fun little design there at the top? There you can kind of see. One, it has the striping, and did a little what do you call that? Modeling?
Like, yeah.
Forget what
Good
you
word
call
for
that.
it.
And then one has these little baubles that is just really sweet. So 2 skeins of yarn gets you 3 hats. So that's on there. And currently it's not a kit, but if you are interested in this, what happens with a kit is basically you'll get the pattern for free and it will get bagged up, and it's basically for the price of the 2 skeins of yarn. So you're welcome to just email me, amy@junecashmere.com, and I can accommodate that. Some of the larger garments still we wanted to get to. This has always been a favorite. This is one that my mom has because she was looking through all the garment samples we had, and she came bursting down the hall with this on and said, "Oh, Amy!" And so I believe my sister Signe made her one. And I forget what this is called. This is the Tillay vest by Paula Pereira. And yeah, it has this wonderful sort of lace front
Cap sleeve.
and a
What
little
is that
cap sleeve.
called? Yeah.
Mhm. And then the back, you get a little respite on the back. And again, we've had these a long time, and you'll see that there just isn't any pilling. And it's just a beautiful yarn. Janet, you had with you your,
I do, mine's so different than yours.
where's yours?
Yeah,
Put
mine-
yours on.
Mine is,
Oh, yeah, so here's a gauge difference.
yeah,
So we have 2 of these, and this is called
same
the
color, how funny.
Lavinia scarf.
Yeah.
And it's slate, and so this is where the gauge was a little looser. And then Janet's gauge was just a wee bit tighter.
Yeah.
But this is a really, really beautiful scarf. This was designed by Taylor Harris, and if you look, there's a hat that goes with it that's called the mirror hat, and it's 1 skein of fingering, and it mirrors this striping in the bottom. So it's a really beautiful set. And Janet came in the door today and had hers on.
It's cold here. I don't know where you are, but it was 20 degrees here this morning, so
Yeah,
yes, it's
Yeah.
cozy.
yeah, that's adorable. Okay, and then another favorite is our Turmock. And again, these $100 or more anything is 10% off. The Turmock was designed by Nora Vaughn, and it has this beautiful little swirl neck design. But yarn shows detail so well, except not from a distance like this in the light. Oh, yeah, there you can see, there's just a little tiny, couple of pearl rows, and that just pops. Oh, yeah, Janet's gonna take it closer. There you see it, yep. So it just pops those details like that in the yarn. And this comes in many sizes, and we've had many sample sizes made. And it's knit in the round until you separate for the sleeves. But the shaping of this just is really a little bit of waist shaping, the little bit of raglan here that takes away the excess from a what do you call this?
Smock.
No, what do you call this? Neckline, I'm forgetting. Circle neck, no, no, I'm forgetting.
I don't know.
Kim McBride Evans has a class, I think, on it right now. Anyway, these types of sweaters, I think. Circular yoke sweaters.
Circular yoke.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, so it takes, a yoke sweater will add fabric, but when you put that little bit of raglan, then you're removing the extra fabric that you're creating. So anyway, the fit is gorgeous, and we've seen some of those samples on all body sizes and types, and this is really lovely on everybody.
And I'm gonna pop in real quick. This is
Yeah.
Sharon.
Yeah,
It was a delight. I absolutely loved making that sweater. It was a lot of
yeah. Shara's a wonderful friend, and she has made, and we met through June Cashmere Vogue Knitting Live. And we've become friends, and she is an amazing supporter of the yarn, and she has made this, it looks beautiful on her. She's made many things in our yarn, and we love her. What else do we have here? This is a really favorite, and this one I even like to do as a little skinny shawl in the summer. But this is called the Rainfall Scarf. Two skeins of, this is our natural, two skeins of fingering, and then you put the fringe on the end. And you either get, now is a wonderful time to do this multiple wrapping and have this fun fringe in front. Or like I say, in the summer, I have used it as a little, just try not to burn it up.
Yes, right.
Just a little shawl around the, not gonna work so great here, but just a little shawl around the shoulders. And it's just lovely. You can do it that way year round, but little accent for the holidays like that.
Definitely. I like the little texture in there.
Yes, it has just it's on the diagonal. And so there is a little texture. Yes, because there's again, we're kind of far from the camera. Oh, Janet will do it. I forgot. Forgot I had Janet.
Yes. Is it coming out?
There you go. Perfect.
Okay.
Yes, you see that little texture in there. My sister Signe has also made a lot. And right now she is making this cowl. This is the 3-color cashmere cowl by Joji Locatelli, and that pattern you can get from Joji on Ravelry. And my sister Signe has made this before, again for our mother. And we're kind of mad at our mother because she's got all these cashmere things. I've donated yarn, and Sig has made them, and we don't think she's wearing them. So we're not very happy with her.
Oh, she's in Michigan. She's got to be wearing them.
Oh, that's what every day. But
Yeah.
so I got to get up there and
Yeah.
pull them all out and say, where are these?
She's being protective of them. Huh?
So anyway, but Signe has done this all in one color, and it was really beautiful. You don't get the striping, but you get the texture here and the pattern here, and it came out really beautiful.
Nice.
And then a couple more kits I want to show you is a couple that I've designed. A customer was just finishing up this set to give for a gift, and this is my deco hat. And you can show the scarf and the scarf pattern. And so the scarf came first. I love Art Deco, and I love the lines, so that inspired. Pull it there. You can see the lines at the end. Back away there. The light's getting it okay. And then while I was knitting that, my husband looked over at me and said, "That would make a great hat." So I actually took the end of this and went, "Oh, let me see," and kind of scrunched it up. And yeah, you can't. Because I'm showing you the backside. Anyway, I scrunched it up and I said, yeah, I can see that now. And so here's the hat. So the hat is a one skein hat and mimics. So that's a fun little set under one skein kits and accessories. The scarf takes, I think it was 3 skeins of DK. These are out of DK. And then the other set is, this is a 2 skein out of DK. And this is Pebbles. This is the bottom. Well, really, I'm inspired by things in nature, but also the 1930s. So I called it Pebbles because of my growing up near Lake Michigan. So that you get these little baubles on the end. Pull it back. There you go for the light. And the scarf takes 2 skeins and the mitts take 1. So you have a fun little set. Yeah, they go together. But also this kind of reminded me of the 1930s faux little furry miss on the bottom. So we are right at 10:30 and I'm just going to give you a couple little glimpses about what's to come. I'm excited about 2025. We are getting camel yarn. And so as soon as that arrives, I'm hoping this month, we'll be testing it and putting it through the paces. And that will be in a DK weight. It has similar properties to cashmere, but will be a little bit less price point. We're getting restocked on all of our colors, and the 3 new colors we had and tested about a year ago, which were marine and pine and terracotta, will be restocked in fingering and added to DK. We're adding many events to 2025, and then we'll be building our wholesale. So hopefully we'll be starting to be able to see you in person in either an event or a shop near you. So I think that's a wrap. I think we got everything.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Look at that.
Thank you. See
Thank
you
you.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't even say anything Saturday Night Live-ish. So.
See you next time.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of Vogue. Thank you for spending time with us. If you watch the replay, yeah, reach out to me, amy@junecashmere.com, and I'll help you with anything.
Make your hands happy. Knit with June Cashmere.
Oh, that's a great thing.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Thank you both.
Bye.
All right, bye, everybody.